Hey all, it's me, Laura B at Craft and See with Laura B. I should just put this off because now I'm in a really bad mood. I can never get this stupid iPad centered even to where it's not tipped this way, tipped that way. Whatever the expansion thing it's hooked into, that seems fine, but whatever, I don't know, the arm that goes to I don't know. All I know is it's extremely vexing to me. Hence this. Anyway, so I am still miserable with allergies. It is Thursday afternoon, Friday for you, and while I'm not sick technically per se, I still feel like, you know, everything is outside and inside is trying to kill me. This kind of came apart, so let me fix that a little bit. All right, so this is the cover. This is my Gladiolus journal kit brought to you by Elizabeth over at Petals and Parchment. What I did is, this is just chipboard, and I covered it with this purple fabric. Actually, it's a purple t-shirt, and then I backed it with cardstock. On here, I did the same thing, cardstock, and then I put one of the tags. Oh, perfect, upside down. Yay me. I did the whole dang thing upside down. Oh well, you know what? I just can't be bothered right now to be upset over it. Anyway, and then put some of this lace down the middle. And this is the back. I looked up what Gladiolus mean, and this is one of the meanings of never giving up. So, and this is some silky-ish purple fabric that I had in my stash. I just cannot believe I did that upside down. Just hitting my forehead. So, how is everyone today? Like I said, my allergies, my nose, headache, all of that. I just got done, I should say, finished getting my my air conditioners, portable air conditioners, cleaned up after last year and sitting for months and in the windows, so that at least I can pull in a breeze and not have the allergens come in. Cottonwood's blowing in the breeze. Other things, my dog is spitting hair like a frightened tarantula. So yeah, I'm pretty miserable. Anyway, so here is the inside cover. I took one of her large elements and made a gusseted pocket out of it. And here is a nice big journal tag. Let me see if I can get this. I have it still hooked to its umbilical cord, the bower cord. And I didn't do a whole lot of decorating to it, I don't think. I mean, some people would think that I do, and I look at other people, those same people, and think, no, I wouldn't do all that stuff. So, to each their own. Anyway, so I did do a little bit of sewing on a few pages. Here is another one like that, the same one. Didn't realize that. Oh well. Put some bird and some mulberry paper on that. Die cuts and just some phrases. I can't remember who that's from. As I said in the other ones, this is my Birds and Bloom magazines that I never looked at, so I've just kept them. These are that die cut, that set of nesting triangles, and I just kind of divvy them up. Here's a nice big back card. There. Old book paper that I'm sure I got from Mitz. And I took the insert that, you know, please subscribe. Here's a junk mail envelope. And I put 2 of the postcards. I backed them in her backing paper. So, yeah, I'm probably not very talkative. Gonna be very talkative just because, yeah. I felt I had to go to physical therapy this morning, and I got there and I was in a really bad mood. First of all, I cannot stand one of the therapists. Oh my gosh, I just really, I just want to smack her. It's like, shut up, lady, just shut up. And she talks super, super loud. and over everybody, and is one of those know-it-alls. You know, personality, I just don't like her. Anyway, so she's like, we need your insurance card. Why, this is on the second floor. And I was tired. I'm not feeling good. You know, allergies, head, eyes, all that stuff. And I was like, because I forgot last time. And I'm thinking to myself, when I first came in here, I gave you all this information. Why do you need it now? Anyway, she's like, well, really need you to go downstairs and go to your car and get it. She says, you know, if you go now, you know, you're still a few minutes early. And so I like, and went down and got it and came back up. And anyway, by the time I was 15 minutes into therapy, I felt much better because recycled air and no dogs. So of course I felt better until I got in the car with my dog, and then it was like, get home and I'm like, oh my God, kill me now. Anyway, enough whining. Here is the center fold. Again, I did this, and then I did the same print in tissue paper. I did bind it in the Midori style, and I may go ahead and remove these and do a bigger diameter, and I don't even know what those are. I'd have to look it up because it just isn't sitting quite right. And then, okay, so here's more of this book page. I believe this is from a 1956 Reader's Digest. I did not bother covering any of the words because it's from 1956. I have some of this really pretty lace that's put away, otherwise I'd show you, and I put a butterfly on top of it and then used the garden wire. I made little, excuse me, antenna. The other postcards where I just have these stamps and I just kind of stamped them everywhere. I tried to not do a rhyme or reason, you know, but hey, even when I try not to do a pattern, I always end up doing some kind of pattern. I did not try to over decorate the envelopes, but did some. This is some of my jelly print work. And here is, I'm trying to stay inside my little frame, stay inside the frame. Here's the other half of the insert for the birds and blooms, and the mail pocket where you put your check. I just put the, this came from a Brex catalog, so I found very few Gladiolus, but I found one and put that on there, and with a little butterfly, just more to give this some kind of strength than anything else. The other half of that book, this is a envelope, a flip up, and so then it has, stay in here and stay in frame. I think I'm in frame. More of her papers. And I put acetate in there because, well, I wanted it the shiny look so you could see directly through it. And I'm not even going to attempt to tie that very well. The other half of this bird and bloom, birds and blooms. And then this is a pocket I made. It's, I think it's watercolor paper, and I ran it through my embossing folder and then tried to do some kind of sunrise, sunset. This is my magnetic page bookmark kind of thing, large journal tag. And I actually think I was meant to do this on this side, but you know, hey, whatever, it works, right? Just stick that right there. And on to the middle signature. This is, what I did is, this is another one of the tags. I cut it out and put some of this lace on it and then glued it all on here, and it looks so seamless that you can barely tell that it's there. Book page pocket, which are really easy. You just, I'll show that to you some other time, I guess, because my head is just whatever. I did these kind of backing papers. Basically, you fold this in half, take a book page, fold it in half, fold back the corners. Technically, you know, if you were gonna glue this in, these wouldn't show. Fold back the corners, glue in the middle, glue on the edges, and there you have a pocket. Very easy. I got that from Julie over at Jules Designs. I gotta remember to write that down. with woodpeckers. And then I did another one of these. Cardstock and another one of her elements. I glued it on there with a ribbon, and I accidentally put this down here instead of up there, so I just did another one and said, that's good. I don't care anymore. Washi tape, you know, just backing papers and stuff like that. All I was trying to do was cover some of the wording, or at least mute it a little bit. So let's just loosely tie this. The other half of that book, more insert for bricks. Another one of, this is a book page pocket that I made and then I stamped on. Just one of, I believe, no, I did. So I fussy cut this out. I know, y'all know how I am with fussy cutting. With my finger knife, and then glued it onto cardstock. And because I forgot that, oh, oops, the, you know, perforated line thing is there, I just put a ribbon on it and went, oh, there. Look, it was supposed to look like this. More just like decorated stitching on the edges. Still believe this is the 1956 Reader's Digest. And now we're into this center of the signature, which I really like this print. This is one of my favorites. And To Catch a Thief. And you know what? I have not looked this up. This came out of the same Reader's Digest, but I'm thinking this may be the book that either came from the movie with Cary Grant or inspired the movie. I do not know. I think it is. But I've only seen that like once, so, which is surprising because tend to be a classic movie person. Another same card, just shrunk down. The other two of the nesting die cuts. I'm really sorry, I'm really trying to think. And if I'm not, I apologize. So this was some of the paper that I made with the food coloring and sparkly paint added to it. A pretty bird that I tore out of the Birds and Blooms. And then in this pocket, I made yet another tag. It's so pretty. With a whimsical bird on the back. Art House Whimsy. I think. I got two different ladies that had similar birds, so I don't know for sure. And the other half of that book. And this I just used a regular envelope, and I have not put a card back there. And again, with the cardstock, and I put a journaling tag on top of it to just give it a little bit whiter. I just think it's so gorgeous, and I love the colors. They're muted pinks, but muted and just beautiful, I think. Here's another little one with some more of that lace backed onto jelly print work. This was a cleanup one of mine. And then butterfly. And this is an art history book, I believe. And then on to the last signature. Here I've done a flip down. We'll take this out. This is one of my die cuts. It's a long butterfly. And I backed it onto her Glorious Rag sewn backing paper that comes in it, onto cardstock. And then we flip down and we have this. Come back up. And then we have this card, which this is a fussy cut of hers that she includes. I think this came in a freebie. Quote me and I'll deny it, but I'm pretty sure that's where it came from. With a little bird, with a birdie. Cheap, cheap. And then on into there. Again, birds and blooms. So I must have done 3 of these, yeah, because something happened to the, you know, they come in 4. Something happened to 1 or 2 of them, and so I just redid the 2 and decided to make fan pockets out of this. So here is that. And another one of those fussy cuts. You can tell I liked it, because I used it just a couple, 3 times. Put a little die cut butterfly off of some of my jelly print work. And this, I believe, came from a lady on Etsy. She had some vintage French ephemera papers. I don't remember who I got these from, but someone. Just a journal card that I actually didn't do anything with. Wow. Turn the page. This is, I don't know if it was a card, or I think it might have been attached to a card, and I just ran it through an embossing folder, and then took some Distress Oxide ink, and then kind of wiped it off, because it was coming off in my hands. So I just, you know, wiped it off, and that's what it was left with. Pocket made out of the backing paper. Here's a little part of a snippet roll I made. Another one of her elements that make great pockets and tucks. So Elizabeth, this kit, and this is her backing paper. This kit is just gorgeous. I love the soft hues of it. The other half of Brex. Or 1/2. Here's the centerpiece. This is my second favorite. It's just gorgeous. And here's the other half of the Brex. Now, because I had it folded differently, I ended up putting this pet, I think they call it, washi tape. It's like plastic, and put it there. I originally put a, you know, for it like this, I put a, what do you call it? And you couldn't straighten it, so I cut it off. Yeah, I know. Here's that. So, what are y'all doing for your weekend? I don't plan on doing much. I think it's going to start raining tomorrow night and then rain through the weekend, which we need. So I'll put some more of the other part of that Gladiolus from the catalog, put it on there. And this side, again, to give it a little bit more stability, I backed it with her backing paper, put another one of those, I think it's called pet sticker washi tape. I don't know, it came from Temu. I really don't know what the name of it is, but it's, you know, it's kind of plasticky. And then more jelly print work and die cuts. And here is, am I still in frame? I hope so. Here is a page I put, I made this in my last video. I was supposed to put pockets, and this is how I addressed the fact that you couldn't magnet it closed. Is I just printed out another one of her backing pages, and then double-sided taped it together. Here's the back of it. So it fits on like that, and then I took the 2 little cards that were going to go in the pockets and put them right in here. So you kind of have a side tuck magnet bookmark. That's what I'm trying to say. Here's the other half of that envelope. Just a big butterfly. I use my gel pen to make a little antennae. And then on this side, I had stamped, this is a stamp that I have, and I had, again with the gel ink, pens is what I'm trying to say, colored in. I did this months and months ago. And the other half of this is a invoice. Another one of the book page pockets with a big tag. And no, I did not fussy cut that. Aren't you proud of me? This is last year's Blackberry dyed papers, and you can still see like a little bit of seed type stuff in it. Very rustic. And then the last part of the birds and blooms, you can make them pockets. You can rip this down a little bit and be able to unfold it. I did not. Here's another one. Use the stamp on it. This came with 3 or 4 other stamps. This is another one of my watercolor where I ran it through the embossing folder, and then just, I was playing around with alcohol or oxide inks. And the other part of that. And the last page. And here is another one of her. Oh, I never did finish this one. Oops. It could be a pocket tuck. I gusseted, I cut carefully around these, and then where they actually did have 2 markings for eyelets, so I actually put the eyelet in it. And I will have to finish that tag because I forgot all about it. I think I was just not feeling good last weekend, and so, oh, come on, there we go, get down. And then here's the back again, which I just think is gorgeous. Never give up. That means a lot. I use the same eyelets that I used on the last page. And so here we go. Elizabeth, this has been a pleasure to work with this kit. I absolutely heart it so much. If you have not checked out her Ko-fi page, I would encourage you to do so. And that's about it. I have another project that I am mulling around right now before I started this video. And so that will be coming. I've already printed out some pages, and so I'm going to gather that. Along with, I belong to this Buy Nothing journal group, and I have, remember all those stamps that I bought all the, last year, like whenever it was. Well, I went through what I wanted and what I didn't want, and what I wanted was far, far, far less than what I didn't want. So, yeah. So I put on there that, I was trying to figure out how to divvy them up. I could sell them, but I'd rather help out people that, don't have as much money and stuff like that, and what would you do? And I got inundated with requests. And 99% of the people were absolutely wonderful, offering to pay postage, which is fine with me. I don't need to make money off of it. Reimbursing postage is the way to go because they're wooden stamps. So anyway, I have several people that I'm gathering and have gathered stamps for, so I've got to get that done this weekend so I can get them out on Monday in the mail. But anyway, one lady, I'm mailing them to Taiwan. I'm mailing some to Taiwan, and she's going to mail me some ephemera and some maps, and I have got some magnets. I have another one up there that I'm going to pick and choose which one to send to her, and I'm going to get some postcards this weekend so I can mail those off too. To me, that is one of the best things about this global world we live in on the YouTube and the Facebook paper crafting, is you meet people from everywhere. And I'm a map fanatic. I love maps. It doesn't matter if they're atlases, road maps, the Rand McNally, I don't care. I love all of them. And so she's going to send me some from Taiwan, and I'm going to send her stuff from here along with her stamps. So it's so fun. Anyway, if you like what you have seen, please give me a thumbs up. Drop a comment in the comment box. Excuse me. Pardon me. I'm belching. All of that gets my little channel notice. Subscribe if you have not, please, and thank you. It takes just a second. And if you like this video, if you like what I have done, please share it with other people. If I've inspired you, let me know. I love to hear that. I love to know that, somebody likes my work and likes it enough that it inspires them. I did forget to say about this is, yes, I fussy cut it all this. Yes, I did. So what I did for this vase and all that, I found an image online, free printable, that I liked. So I traced it out and then figured out the size and cut it out on chipboard. And then this is a napkin that I have, and so then I, gel matted that on there, edged it in gold, and then took this print, which was the center of one of the signatures, shrunk it to the size that I needed it, and then glued it onto a manila file folder, and I glued 2 of them together. And then, yes, I did fussy cut that. Originally, my plan was to make it even more 3D, and I had cut the same image, the same exact size out. I mean, and I like looked and measured and carefully, so I was pretty much spot on with every cut. I know, crazy girl. But decided I didn't need it. And then what I did with the stems of it is I cut those and then glued those down first, glued the vase on top of it, and then glued and just tacked some of the more fragile edges down. And so it gives us this 3D look. Originally I was going to put the thin piece of it's like 24-pound paper underneath this, but I decided not to. Yes, it took quite a while. Probably the better part of an hour and a half, 2 hours. I did take a break though. Went and got something to eat. But I absolutely am in love with this cover. I love how it turned out. It surpassed what I thought it would. I was really concerned that it wouldn't work, and it did. And it was, once I was done, it was both fists in the air, and I remember sitting back in my chair, head to the ceiling, going, yes, 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 yes. So yeah, I love it when a plan comes together. So other than this being upside down, I couldn't be happier with this. I really couldn't. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Elizabeth. This kit is gorgeous. Everyone that sees this, if you have not, run out and buy it. Follow her on Ko-fi. Join her Facebook groups. All that. She's got wonderful kits. And the next one that is in my cart, I'm really wanting to purchase, is she has a really cute Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh kit out. And it's so incredibly cute. Some of those wooden stamps I saved, I think there are like 4 of them are Winnie the Pooh ones. So, yay! Anyway, so on that note, I bid you adieu. Peace out. Bye, guys.